As AI becomes more powerful, many writers are starting to ask an important question. Will human stories still matter? It's understandable why people feel uncertain. AI can now generate articles, outlines, scripts, summaries, and even entire books within seconds. For some writers, that speed feels intimidating. They wonder if their personal voice, experiences, and perspective are becoming less valuable in a world filled with machine-generated content. But the truth is this: your story matters now more than ever. In fact, as AI-generated content becomes more common, authentic human writing becomes even more meaningful. That's one of the central ideas behind the domino effect writing system. Technology may support the writing process, but the human story is still the heart of meaningful communication. AI can generate information, but it cannot live a human life. It cannot experience heartbreak, loss, fear, hope, failure, growth, healing, regret, or personal transformation the way real people do. It can imitate emotional language, but it does not truly understand emotion. That difference matters because readers are not only searching for information, they are searching for connection. They want to feel understood. They want to hear from someone who has lived through something real. Your perspective is shaped by everything you've experienced: the lessons you learned, the struggles you survived, the mistakes you made, the wisdom you gained. And the way you see the world all create a voice that no machine can fully replicate. Even if two people write about the exact same topic, their stories will still feel different because their lives are different. That human uniqueness is what gives writing emotional power. One of the dangers of the AI age is that some writers may begin believing they have nothing original left to say. They compare themselves to endless streams of AI-generated content and assume their voice no longer matters. But readers can often sense when something lacks humanity. Perfectly polished writing is not always memorable writing. Sometimes the small imperfections, emotional honesty, and personal details are exactly what make a message powerful. Inside the domino effect writing system, writers are encouraged to remember that their voice is not just a writing style, it's a reflection of who they are. AI can help organize ideas, improve clarity, or reduce overwhelm, but it should never replace the personal truth behind the message. The writer's life is still the source material. AI simply becomes a support tool during the process. Your story also matters because someone else may see themselves inside it. A personal experience that feels ordinary to you may deeply encourage another person who feels alone, confused, or discouraged. Often, the moments writers try to hide are the exact moments readers connect to the most. Real stories create trust because they remind people they are not alone in what they feel. Another important thing to remember is that readers are becoming more aware of generic AI content. As more automated writing floods the internet, people increasingly value authenticity, sincerity, and emotional depth. Human perspective becomes more noticeable when so much content starts sounding similar. That means writers who protect their authenticity may actually stand out more in the future. Not less, the goal is not to compete with AI. The goal is to use AI wisely while continuing to develop your own voice, message, and perspective. Technology may evolve, but the human need for stories, truth, meaning, and connection will never disappear. That's why your story still matters in the age of AI. Your life, your voice, your experiences, and your message are still the parts no machine can truly replace. And those human elements are what make writing meaningful in the first place.